Beavis and Butthead are not real. They are stupid cartoon people completely made up by this Texas guy who we hardly even know. Beavis and Butthead are dumb, crude, thoughtless, ugly, sexist, self-destructive fools. But for some reason, the little wiener heads make us laugh.
The hell is this? Give me something else. Ah, crap. I don't have that set up. Thank you. I changed my audio, so... yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, I'm actually trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. Actually, I guess I'm good. Yeah, I guess I might be fine. Sorry, I do need to go over some things here. So... okay, the camera is working. Okay. I am going to be a little bit busy today. Or at least I was busy. But I am going to be busy throughout this entire month. I basically kind of didn't meet my quota for the second channel, so I need to do some videos. I don't know how many of them I want to do, so that is something I need to make a note of. And yeah, so that's the thing. I also have 2 music news videos to do, so that's also, that right now is like priority number 1. So there is a chance I might just throw my hands up like, hey, I took an L on this month with my second channel content, so yeah, that can be problematic, so but yeah, I actually now can hear my streaming PC, so that used to not be a thing. At least as I stream, at least. With my audio is like very weird, so it's like I didn't have a way to like listen to like 3 PCs, and now I have it set up to where that is now possible, so I'm kind of getting used to everything, so I hope everything's coming in just fine, so you know what? I was gonna pass on this, but screw it. I'm gonna check. Just give me a second. Alright. I'm happy. Alright, so yeah. So just a heads up, today could be a quick stream because of with everything going on. Shouldn't be too surprising, but given the information, what I will say, like we are gonna be doing like a bunch of side quests, so I guess I kind of don't care, but anyway.
Yagami-san.
Thank you for coming. Misawa, what is it you want to ask me? Well, it's rather a long story. Is this a good time? Let's hear what she has to say. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure thing. After all, I am the MRC outsider counselor. Thank you so much. This is about my classmate. Actually, I should go get him now. Be right back. Okay.
Yoroshiku.
I'm Isayoshi Shiyamada, a second year. I'm Yagami, the MRC's advisor. Nice to meet you.
Hey.
What exactly do you need help with? Also, I just now realized I may have forgot to give a heads up that I would be streaming today. I just now remembered. Today is not one of my best days. But then again, I also just been doing nothing but editing these days. Yagami-san, do you believe in things like curses?
What was that?
I'm sorry, what?
Well...
Just a... Preface, this case is going to sound rather mysterious or ridiculous depending on your answer. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but please, you have to believe me. Go on. Just tell me what's going on. Then we'll see how it ranks with all the crazy things I've heard. Let's hear it. Would you mind starting me off, Shiyamada's coup? It's about this lucky cat I have at home. Is this gonna be the exact same quest that we came across in Ishin? Lucky cat? You mean one of those statues of a cat waving its paw, like in or like an actual cat? The former, yes. They are said to bring good fortune, so you can spot them in all sorts of businesses. There are quite a few kinds. Most of them are said to bring good luck, but black cats are supposedly to ward off bad luck in particular. Didn't know they got that specific. The thing is, my lucky cat doesn't do anything of that. It doesn't bring money or good luck. It just attracts tragedies. Oh, so now we're entering the fortune teller from... Was that Judgment 1? Tragedy. I feel like I've seen cats like this previously. But like in the background of stuff. Hey, Vish. So basically today I've been busy as hell. I did not meet my quota for this month with the second channel. There are 2 music news videos that I have to complete by the 22nd, or at least I'm going to try to at least. And after that, I'm going to worry about whatever the hell. I don't know. So I have my fingers crossed, but right now I feel like I should be doing other things. So I'm hoping I can at least get... I'm going to try and get as much as I possibly can before the weekend. I might just have to take a L with the second channel for this month, but life of a content creator, pretty much. I hope nothing gets too crazy and we have interference in the Force, but I can't predict the future. So, yeah, but I am very happy with the content that I do have created. I'm so just kind of like backed up with different stuff. I know I'm behind on notifications. Today, I meant to, like, hey, I'm going to be doing a stream tonight. So I may have forgot about that, but granted, with everything else, I was running errands today. I could go further, but that's all I'm just going to say on that front. But I was doing a bunch of stuff earlier, so I was kind of busy with that. And then with, like, content, I'm trying to, like, get some stuff down, but, yeah. So let's just say today is not my best day. Today could be a quick stream. I'm just going to let that be known right now. So, I am going to be doing a whole bunch of, like, side content when it comes to Lost Judgment. So, like, this is the last chapter, so I'm not too, I don't feel that bad about it. I'm gonna need all the luck in the world. Also, hey Harbin. So yeah, it's just a lot of stuff going on. But the end result, I hope. I don't know when I have that video coming out, but I think there is gonna be a reaction video for the second channel coming out like on Saturday, and then I have like I basically have like an idea of like doing like a Halloween special kinda, but it's like nothing new. So, and that Halloween special is going to be coming out on the 29th, I think I have scheduled, and then Halloween. So yeah. I I think I think I mentioned the video kinda on stream a while back, but um so it's not going to be too surprising, but now we're actually going to see more detail. And I can't talk about it because the last time I played the documentary, I think YouTube got cut off at some point. So there's also that. Not sure how much it's also going to change as well, but I also did change some audio stuff, so I that's also now a thing. Anyway, so we're just going to be doing side quests from here on out, at least until I hit a wall or I just don't care anymore, and we'll just go ahead and finish the game. But we are on the last chapter, so I'm just knocking out side quests here. Again, if you're just showing up, this is probably going to be a quick stream today. We'll see how everything goes. Miyazaki actor controversy. Is it recent? Let me check real fast. I don't think I have, but I do know I had a. Oh, you know what? If it's tied to Kiwami 3, then that means they're gonna. We've been down this road before, so. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Yep. This isn't looking. What the hell is it? This always seems to fucking happen. Why the hell? I guess RGG Studios just has a knack for finding the talent, I guess. But we've been down this road before. It's like, because I think a friend of mine was telling me about I forget the character and the voice actor, but I think it was a character from the original Yakuza 4. There was a guy that I think it was drug related. It's confusing because as my friend was talking about it, this is IRL. As my friend was talking about it, I think he was telling me about we were I was talking about the Judgment 1 voice actor for one of the antagonists. I was talking about him, but then my friend was talking about, no, there's also a guy in Yakuza 4 that same thing happened, and he also got blackballed. And then they had to do a massive update to remove said character, recast, and so base yeah, that's it. It was Tanamura. Thank you. Yeah, so yeah, you're very familiar. Maybe Ninja Turtles. Also, I'm seeing if I missed any other comments. Glitches out a lot these days. It also depends if you're playing what is it? Like copyrighted material. I through doing music streams and everything else, I have been noticing that YouTube now has like an algorithm or like a bot that just it completely shuts down the stream like without warning. And luckily, if there is someone in chat that sees it, like they could like straight up say like, "Hey, RIP stream." And cuz like if I look at my internet connection, it's showing good. So like I know the stream's good on my end, but YouTube could cut stuff off, so we had to like restart streams and stuff. So that does happen. Uh, Essayed someone. Yeah, that was what I just saw. Found it. Yep. They, to be fair, now that I think about it, like Tanamura, I think is the only guy that I could think of to where it's like he was the only protagonist, but every other one it's always been the antagonist every single freaking time. So this one's gonna be a little bit different because like I don't think this guy's gonna get blackballed, but it is gonna be like frowned upon to have him. So I'm guessing Kiwami 3 is going to get a new release date because they don't want to release with the actor. And I don't know if it's true, but I thought I heard that in Japan there was I thought I heard that my friend said that like RGG Studios they were trying to recall physical copies. So they didn't even want to. It could have been with the Tanamura case. They didn't even want like the actor to get known. So to some degree, it's kind of like a rare item to have. To like you got the physical copy and like you have the original. So there are kind of like original edits out there in the ether. But it is kind of it's interesting when you think about it, but it's also then there is the criminal side of everything. Oh, it was for the judgment one. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to remember that conversation, and unfortunately we're going back and forth because I thought he was talking about judgment. He was actually talking about Yakuza 4 with Tanamura, and so but at some point during that conversation, I specifically remember they were trying to recall copies of the game, and it was just one of those things to where it's just like you're really trying to go a long way to not get this physical copy out, kind of type of thing. So has a mod with the original voice actor. I I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. There, if there's a modder who's willing to go through the work, because I do know somebody that is looking forward. I don't know if I want to say the game, not because like it's bad. Well, okay, well we're predicting it's gonna be bad, but it's coming out like recently, and there's a game coming out uh soon, as the way I should word that. But we were like talking about like modders and stuff, and like how a game could possibly be better. And I think I gave an example of like Back for Blood, to where it's like so you have the original devs to Left 4 Dead 2, but they specifically added code so that way you can't mod the game, or it's going to be more difficult to mod the game, and it's not friendly, mod friendly. So because of that, people don't want to go through the hassle of like having to mod it, and it becomes like a lost cause kind of type of thing. At some point, you would just have to like reverse engineer the game and then make it be code friendly, modding friendly. So yeah. So that was a thing. And apparently there's like a game coming out soon that a friend of mine's looking forward to it. And he was talking about like they do have a good modding community on a previous game. So some people are hoping and crossing their fingers like they can mod the game to be the perfect version that they want. And I don't blame them. So unfortunately, it's just like a lot of people are doing this for free, just in the off time. They just really enjoy the game, they really like it, and the payoff is just the finished product. So just basically fingers crossed that everything is like good. So I wouldn't be surprised if that mod exists, but it's just one of those things. Trying to get OBS to work with me right here. Gotta do game companies' jobs these days. Oh god, don't get me started, because one of the games I'm really, well, I guess I shouldn't say I'm looking forward to it, but because the game's already out, and I hate where it's going, is Payday 3. So there might actually be payment. A lot of stuff is going on with Payday. So the dev team, Starbreeze, they had another project set to go, Project Baxter. They discontinued it, and they purposely hired a new influx of devs to work on that game specifically, and they just axed it. And they're saying, we're just going all in with Payday 3 now. This is our main focus. This is our flagship. This is how we got our name, which is all correct. But what does that say for all the people that you just hired on specifically for this game? Not all of them are going to be reallocated over to Payday 3. So it's a known fact, and they even came out with it. Yeah, we let some people go. And here's where it gets tricky, because some of these people are from France, and France has specific, like, workers' comp kind of type of, workers' compensation kind of type of, like, laws and stuff. And apparently, Starbreeze has given them the bare minimum. So apparently there's a lot of people that is like, hey dude, what the fuck? And it's a problem. So yeah. It's not looking good. It's not looking good. So it's one of those things, you wish, you pray, you hope that it gets you pray and hope that it gets it improves, but the fact that they're pretty much not paying the people that they let go is a massive problem. So yeah. Is the demo that I keep thinking to myself, it's a good demo. It really is, but unfortunately it's just that. It's a good demo. I will admit it is unfortunately that process. And I hate that that's a thing, but it's how it is. And yeah, it's just highly unfortunate. I want to be proud of the game to like some degree, but nah, it's problematic. It really is. So so yeah, Payday. So right now, even like some diehard YouTuber, Payday YouTubers, there are some that are kind of, we're slowly seeing the death of Starbreeze and potentially the death of Payday 3. So it's not looking good. It's a slow death, and it's unfortunate because it is a game that I do like, but it's a game that I got my fill. I don't feel a need or a want to stream Payday 3. Yeah, there's elements I like about the game, but not enough to like keep playing it. Payday 2 is the better Payday 3. And at this point, Starbreeze, they would have better luck trying their best to convert everything in, what is it, Payday. They would have better luck doing everything in like doing a Payday 2 remaster or remake or whatever. Like, that would be like their best of luck at this point. So that way you get the quality, like graphics quality and engine quality of Payday 3, but all the bells and whistles and DLCs that comes with Payday 2. That is legitimately the only thing that actually even kind of matters at this point, so yeah. Unfortunately. Payday 3 devs should be like RGG Studios and hire Bill Cosby. Now, you see, kids, you gotta be able to flip the roofie, hit the drink, and you gotta get the drink and the person, and then you have a good time, ball. I swear to you, there was like this very stupid. I don't know how much I'm gonna go into this, but there was actually like there was times I had to like look over my younger family members, like cousins and stuff, and we actually did this. I forget whose idea it was, but it you have to try and come up with like stuff to where it's like for everybody. So like, even though I was like one of the older ones of the group, like there was like genuine like people closer to my age, but also we had we also had like a toddler in the group. So it's like, how can we have, or like a really young kid, and we were all kids at the time, and it was like a slumber party sleepover kind of type of thing, and we were trying to come up with like stuff to where, what could we do to get like everybody involved. And since it was at my place, my parents don't freaking care. We stayed up till however long that we wanted to. So at one point we came up with this idea. It's actually kind of interesting if it's a game that there was an original premise, but it turned into something else. Hide and go seek in the dark. And it doesn't sound like it's that fun, but we ended up turning it into something else. It is hide and go seek in the dark, but what we ended up realizing is you have to crack jokes to get other people to laugh, and it's like, oh, they're over there in the kitchen. That was legitimately how we did it. So I swear to you, I forget who it was specifically, but you would actually hear Bill Cosby in the dark. Now, to be fair, this is before like all the allegations and everything, so it is just hilarious. It's just one of those things, and I still remember to this fucking day just hearing the Bill Cosby. I swear to you, the people that was on my team, they were like, fucking Liv, stop laughing. I had that happen a handful of times. It was so funny. But to be fair, it was like at a time before all the allegations, but I was like I was impressed with this one dude's like impression of Bill Cosby. It was something else. It was next level. But it's like, oh my god. Now the memories of that game must give PTSD. Hey, it was some of the best fucking memories. It was insane. It's one of those things to where it's like, also I'm now reminded that some of the older kids like me, we did actually have the nasty habit of kind of like telling like older jokes, and now thinking back, we did kind of have like a younger kid in the group, and it's like, when you're too young to get the joke, let's let's just say the amounts of laughs in that room, you can tell the difference. You can hear the age gap from the laughs. Oh god. It was something else. It's we and we were and of course it was just a way to just like fuck around and just like mess. I mean, to be fair, I think most of us probably like watched like South Park and stuff over the years, so that was a thing. So I don't care that much because we all just kind of came from that same group. But yeah, that was the thing. It was freaking hilarious. It was just utterly hilarious. But I will say I I now have a Bill Cosby like like choke impression to where I now cannot get it out of my head. You gotta put the thing and then you gotta get this Jello pudding your ball. You kind of need to be like a little surly and everything. You gotta sound like a little drunk, but it's the whole thing. Black-eyed tortoise, goddamn, been a long time since I've seen you. How are you doing? Do you remember me? Psst, yes. It's been a long time. I remember you went by like other account names, but it's like, goddamn, it's a name I haven't seen in years. Yeah, you had you were going by the name Pamps over on Twitch. Yeah, so basically Bug-Eyed Tortoise, like he's like an OG from years ago. Dude, I actually have like a second channel now with my stuff. I'll need to pull it up, but yeah, we're just kind of like messing around. I was actually planning on having like a quick stream today, so it is what it is. You're doing good? Awesome, man. Yeah, with me, I have a music channel now. I don't know if it's gonna be something that because like I have like my own taste in music, and I do understand that you know I I think I said this multiple times before. My fandom for like Japanese like pop music and then like my hard rock heavy metal, these two worlds are just gonna clash and it's just not gonna end too well. So I understand that like music taste is gonna be pretty specific, so it's not gonna be fun for some people, but it's one of those things to where it's like I like it, but would not mind hearing like other people's like taste in music, because I'm always saying in all of my videos like, hey, give me some recommendations, and by all means give me some recommendations. But yeah, I now have a music channel now. We actually are coming up on a year, so it's a thing. I actually kind of have like a Halloween video coming up, but yeah. But yeah, this is my new channel now. Just need to get the scene. There we go. But yeah, this is the new channel that I'm doing. Also, apologize if I miss any comments. Start live streams as well because of yours. Awesome. Appreciate it, man. Oh, I hope you get a lot of views. Used to watch them. I got into Airsoft and make YouTube videos. Nice. Then some on TikTok. I always hear like TikTok, it has like an insane like algorithm and it's like very detailed, and I have been tempted to like, you know, because if you really want to become successful, you really do need to like, you do need to be a little bit of everywhere. The best example, because that's the whole reason why I, to this day, I still stream on Twitch and YouTube at the same time. So because the way I look at it is I want to take the hit on making everything like inconvenient for me. I want to do everything I can so that way it's less convenient for you guys. Because I've been there to where you got like 50 different accounts and like 50 different people don't want to make another account for another site. So it's like I get it. So like me, same thing. Same exact thing. So it's like eh. So I would rather like set up the account. Oh God, I just now remembered. If anyone remembers my reaction to the Ozzy Osbourne Back to the Beginning, I got a notification on Daily Motion. That got flagged, so it's actually not up on Daily Motion anymore. But I think Odyssey is still up. So I might have like a secret second channel for like I don't care stuff. To be fair, I knew it was gonna happen. To be fair, I knew it was gonna happen. That's the reason why I made a Daily Motion and Odyssey accounts, because like I knew that was gonna happen. But yeah, I think my I'm gonna check right now and see if Odyssey is still up, but I think Daily Motion just got nuked. I got it recently too. Okay, yeah, Odyssey is still up, but Daily Motion I think got nuked. I'm gonna check it real fast because I got the notification, but maybe it's not all of them. But yeah, I did like a reaction, like Ozzy Osbourne. He passed away, and he. It's kind of interesting because like he did his last show right before his death, and so I wanted to react to it. So we kind of reacted to it on Twitch. We did it over on my second channel, Live to Win Wagaki. It's the same name I go with my Discord. It's what I call myself on Steam. So I actually have a video talking about how I came up with the name Live to Win Wagaki. It's going to be coming out in December. Oh, wait, I think I might need a direct link because I don't think I'm going to find my channel. Well, I just typed in my name and it's still loading. I don't think that's a good sign. I'm hoping it's a case of the... While I'm on Daily Motion, I just typed in my name and it's not popping up. So there is a chance the account got nuked. I was hoping it was just the videos. Still remember the Payday 2 days? Oh, dude, I was just talking about like Payday 3 and just like how just kind of like sad it is, because it's like I love the series, but it's just I the freaking it's just not. I think I even brought up at one point before Payday 3 even launched that it's what can you do in Payday what can you do in Payday 3 that Payday 2 doesn't? So, but yeah, I remember. But yeah, I remember the Payday 2 days. I have been kind of tempted to maybe even just like go back and just play Payday 2 just for a little bit, just for old times. That stream is gone now. The Ozzy Osbourne Back to the Beginning reaction on Daily Motion. Yes, I still need to see if the account got nuked. Actually, I could, if the links still work, I could find my video. Let's see, what video was it? I think I posted the link to both, and yeah, so there we go. I clicked on it. Hold on, they still have it. Oh, okay. Did I do 13 or 14? Is the whole stream still up? Then what the hell was that message on Daily Motion? They did say one or more of your videos may have gotten nuked. Okay. I don't see a number 10. So on Daily Motion, you can't do a video longer than 10 hours. Or excuse me, you can't do a video longer than an hour. So I had to take a 10-hour stream and cut it down like per hour. So if this is my channel, we got number 1, we got number 2, we got number 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There is not a 10. 10 is gone. We still have 11. We have 12. And I forget if I have a total of 13 or 14. So if it's 14, 2 of them are gone. So we don't have, basically we don't have like the very end after the show is over. And I'm guessing at some point, okay, well, on number 11, I'm seeing Geezer Butler play bass, so I'm guessing we don't have Ozzy's set, but we do have the Sabbath set. Weird. Okay. If I had to guess, I think it was the Ozzy set is that got missing, that got nuked. But I forget if I had 13 or 14. So there's like maybe another hour or 2 missing. Can I go to the playlist? It's just going to show me the same, I guess. So I'm guessing the Sabbath set got nuked. And then whatever the tail end was. Unfortunate. But yeah, but yeah, I now have a second channel, so yeah, it is strange because it's like I like why the hell did you nuke like one video but you kind of kept another? So because I got the message and I thought they nuked everything, but it turns out because I just looked again, I don't know if I had a grand total of 13 or 14, but the last two is one or two of the last is completely missing. That that would be weird because we were winding down. So I don't know what I played at that point. I was playing like my second channel stuff. So maybe there was like a video or something that I played from here. And then Vish, I think you were with me that day as well, at the tail end. And I heavily doubt me or you played a song to where like it never got that major of a hit on YouTube, like to where it like because I can tell you right now from my experience, every single channel here that every single video that you see here, uh this entire channel, like it's actually much easier to find it feels like it's easier to mention the videos that didn't get flagged for copyright, but all the videos have been but this entire channel, every single video's got hit with copyright, every single one. It's just, is it blocked? I'm noticing I think it's Belarus, which kind of makes sense because it's kind of close to Russia there, and Russia. Both of them have kind of been uh those two territories seem to always get like a permanent like cannot watch content here. So for those territories, just use a VPN. But um everything else has kind of been like, hey, we noticed that you have copyrighted content, but hey, for the record, dude, just saying, uh you got to give us like 50-50. So yeah, that's a thing. So yeah, they so that's why I've been getting so yeah, that's why I've been getting over on this channel. So I think it's not all the time, but some of the times it's like my documentaries and news videos that I do, that is the only thing that doesn't get flagged for copyright. But everything else. So anyway, we'll go back to the game. I'm just over here rambling. I'm just gonna see where today just kind of like takes us. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, I have thought about doing Payday 2 just out of a kind of like a lull. But because I do like the game, but it's just been so long and it's just kind of, I don't know. Although I am kind of curious if what is it? I am slightly curious now that the Epic Games Launcher stuff is like now integrated into Payday 2. I'm now starting to think, I wonder if what is it? If Payday 2 actually has a I wonder if they would like bring in console cross plat, because that would be kind of interesting. Because we had I don't know if he's still here in chat, but Bug-Eyed Tortoise. I think me and him, we played like Fortnite, I think, a handful of times. Because we wanted to play games together, but there's like not a whole lot of games that have cross-plat. And I think at the time he had like a PlayStation 4, I believe. And of course I'm over here on PC. And that is one of the awesome things that I do like, is the idea of like cross-plat. So that way, you know, if you're on like different platforms, you could still like play together. That part I like, but it feels like it's so hard to kind of find games and stuff that have that capability. Oh crap. This is it. Looks pretty old. My dad bought it from an antique dealer, a friend of his. Usually they are really expensive, especially the pre-war ones like this. But my dad's friend warned him at the time, this cat brings more bad luck than good. Why'd your dad buy the thing if it's supposed to be cursed? I'm guessing didn't know it at the time? He collected all sorts of rarities, especially the stuff with interesting stories. He goes nuts for those. Also, I should probably, again, I don't know if Bugged Out Tortoise is still here or not, but just a heads up, like, I did kind of make some changes kind of recently. Most recent, I think I actually now have it rigged to where I can now listen to my streaming PC, so I might actually be able to hear notifications again. With the way my audio was rigged up, I was just like, you know what, just give me my game audio. But over time, I got adapters, and I think it's, this is gonna be hard. This is the adapter that I've been using that I can now listen to every audio. So this is actually kind of a godsend if you have like more than one audio device. So luckily for this, you just, I don't know if I got like a smaller cable here. You are perfect. Although everything else is just going to fall. Now don't fall. And we're good. So this is actually a looper, but if you got audio headset, just plug it in, and then that just splits into all the different directions. So if I had like actually, yeah, actually fuck, I hate pulling this guy. But yeah, if I had my headset going, just plug that in, and now I would have audio for my headset. But that's the wrong end, though, so... So now, because of this bastard, I can now listen to every single PC that I have now. I didn't have this, but I'm so glad that I do now. And I thought this was kind of interesting as well, because what this does, I don't know if anyone's ever hooked up an aux cable to like a stereo like car set. There's a lot of electronics going on, so you get like a lot of like feedback and static sounds, and this is actually supposed to like cut down on all of that. So I actually really love this. I got like dozens of these, and I just want to hook up like everything to them, so that way it just like it's supposed to like minimize the like static sounds in the background. It just feels like such a godsend because it's like freaking mandatory. Now I just forget what cable goes where. I'll worry about it later. Never mind, I need you. But yeah, now I can actually hear everything. Used to not be a thing. You get it straight from the headphones. Yeah. That's actually one of the reasons why I have the headset that I do, is because I could just pull a cable, replace the cable. Your cable is going to go out long before this guy goes out. And here is what a legacy headset would look like when everything else goes out. The band is all torn to shit. The pleather is like also like just like coming off like crazy. So that's also a thing. But yeah, I had to retire this. I still actually use this. If I take a shower, I just put this on. But now I got a newer headset. This is one of... I wouldn't recommend this headset that much, only because it's like... I like it because it's like over the ear. That part I like. What I don't like is the fact that it's... well, it's the cheapest $30 headset I could find. So... I went with the price tag. And... having the ability to have like a closed ear. I like it because I could replace the cables on it. And I've noticed over the years, 9 times out of 10, I feel like a cable goes out before the headset. It's more abused than PayPal. Abusing their community. I would say if anything, I feel like the community is abusing the devs because like they kind of... What's the best example? I don't know if you heard about like the Mio leaving thing, because that does kind of sound a little messed up. The fact that, because everybody in the community was saying, dude, get Mio off this game. He is so terrible. He's a trash dev. And he was just the guy. Apparently, I think it was Ammo Funnel was a stat that was in the game, and at some point it was like, hey, you got to get rid of it. You gotta Mio was the dev like, hey, it's got to go because it's OP. Everyone uses it in all their builds. And the community said, no, we got to have this stat. It's got to stay in. Get Mio off this game. And dude was like let go within like a couple of months. And I don't know if the guy found another job or what have you, but apparently he got fired because he wanted to get rid of Ammo Funnel. And it just... when I hear that, I'm kind of... You can complain that, hey, I don't like this idea, but to get a guy fired because he just was trying to come up with changes to have an equal balance with the game. I understand if you as a player disagree with that change, but there's always going to be changes that you disagree with a game. It's just going to happen. because you're coming from a place of love, you're coming from a place of like, you're playing this game, now the game is going to feel unplayable to me. So I get that. But getting a guy fired in the process, you know, it wasn't even like a reallocated, because I think he was like the lead dev of like the guy that is making changes to the game, and he just came up with an idea because he thought it would rebalance it for the harder players that are playing on the hardest difficulty. And I guess some people thought that, oh, this is going to destroy even like the smaller, which to be fair, that is one thing that does kind of hurt Payday, is whenever they make a change. Because I think it's over on consoles with like, this is something I never knew about. With PlayStation and Xbox, things have to be validated before they get implemented into the game for whatever reason. And so because of that, it takes time. And it takes, for Payday 3, it takes months in order for validation to be approved and it could be implemented into the game. So it's not the same on PC, to where, and the devs even said, like, snap of fingers, we can release it to PC right now. But we have to go through certain channels and different stuff over on console, so we got to get things validated. And so that's the reason why it takes so long for the game to get updated on now with Payday 3. Across the board, it takes a long time for any update, even a patch, to fix previous problems with the game. It just takes so long to get everything going. And that really sucks, because it just hurts in the process. Gave him an idea of unemployment. I mean, if we want to like joke and like have fun with it, I mean, yeah, that is basically what happened. My mind goes to, it just sucks that like a guy got fired in the process, but it's just one of those things. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel bad that a guy lost his job, but at the same time, it's a case of, I don't know. I just never thought that like a decision from a community would get a guy fired. That's just a thing. So, I want to say it's Sweden is where the devs are like located at. So I'm hoping, kind of like with the French thing that I mentioned earlier, like there's like good compensation. So hopefully that's a thing. But like, fingers crossed. Community can be wrong too. Absolutely. And it's just one of those things to where I would say you kind of need to pull back your fandom a little bit, is what some people have to do. Because obviously, yeah, it does suck when this is like your heart and soul and you're really wanting to play a game. There is that, but there's also, you know, it feels, again, I just never thought that like someone would lose their job because like they implemented an idea. It's because I have heard of like head directors to like a game and stuff to be like reallocated to like just be elsewhere. They're not the head anymore. They're still with the team. They're still a dev. They're just not the head guy doing everything. So, and I just, this, to me, this whole thing, I feel like how do I want to word this? I feel like the change to use an ammo funnel as an example, using a change like that to get rid of it, I feel like you should be able to have that discussion of like, what you think would help balance the game. Because because what ended up happening afterwards is now the devs is timid to restructure and rebalance the game for backlash purposes. Because now that's in the ether. That's now a thing. If you make an idea and the community doesn't like it, and your CEO is saying, well, it's your decision that made the game bad, therefore you're fired. Now that's in the ether. So now it's a case of you could get fired for coming up with a bad idea, apparently. So my mind goes to that, and it's just, it don't sound right. There should be like a healthy way of like discussion of, hey, we need to rebalance the game. Because I feel like that shouldn't be off the table. We want to restructure and rebalance the game. We need to make changes. Community says, no, we don't want those changes. We want it as is. So I feel like there's there should be a healthy way to discuss everything. Wants Payday 2 again. That's basically it. To be fair, to like just completely end the conversation and move on, that really is it. Yes, just give us Payday 2 again. And unfortunately, that is a problem because now where is the innovation? What's the thing that's going to gravitate you to do better? I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, sounds like an interesting guy. Yeah, a lucky cat that brings more bad luck than good, I admit. That's an intriguing hook. Yagami-san, the curse, or whatever it is. Evidence is starting to pile up, making it seem real. Ever since acquiring that statue, the Giamadas have been through the ordeal after
What was
another.
that?
Like what? So we gotta find out the story of the unlucky cat. Some pretty scary stuff. My dad really got really high fever all of a sudden. That's not good. High fevers can be linked to multiple different things. Depending on the case, can be fatal. And was touch and go for a bit. Our house cat caught on fire too? Spontaneous decombustion. What the hell is this? Potential arson. Wait! I got it. Cat was a smoker. The cat just wanted to just... The cat didn't vape. The cat didn't vape. The cat was a smoker. Went to bed with a cigarette. You need to put those things out before you go to sleep. And with the cigarette on the edge of the lips, the ash just fell. Boom. That's what happened. Potential arson or serious illness. You aren't kidding. That's scary stuff. I don't know. Falling asleep with a cigarette in your mouth is one thing. Smoking that catnip, exactly. And my grades kept slipping ever since my dad bought the thing. I never dropped below 10th place before this. And something tells me, he's not going to tell us now, but somewhere on down the road, he is going to tell us, bro, I've been hitting the Sega arcades. I've been jonesing for the high score. In Virtua Fighter, dude, it's been happening to beat them in a game of Virtua Fighter. Is that really the statue's fault, though? Sure, can't blame me for the ghost. Okay. One woke my dad up in the middle of the night, standing straight there next to his bed. A ghost did? He was dressed like an old-timey soldier and totally pale. Just stood there like he was at attention. But he kept moaning, "Give me back my cat." My dad thought he was dreaming, so he rolled over and went back to sleep. Now that is the funniest thing I think I've ever heard. Dude has a ghost, and the ghost is staring daggers into him. And he's saying, "Give me back my cat." And the whole time, doesn't fail, does not fail, straight up. Damn it, I'm trying to find the scene. Legitimately, are you a cop? Rolls over, goes right back to sleep. No one fucking cares. Just looks him dead in his eyes and, "Are you a cop?" And just falls asleep. Kept moaning, "Give me back my cat." My dad thought he was dreaming, so he rolled over and went back to sleep.
What does that mean?
Was it just a dream? I don't know. But the next day, that's when he started feeling off. It's like he'd been cursed or something.
I see.
I see. Well, that would be unsettling, even if it was just a string of coincidences. My dad, still not out of the woods now that he's healthy either. He almost got run over by a car a couple of days ago. He's still going on. This isn't really sounding like coincidences anymore. But I don't know what it could be. At this point, it's probably safe to consider further misfortune inevitable that may help us determine the cause before any irreversible damage is done. I don't know. If you got a soldier popping up at your bedside and you have to refer to him as a cop and then go right back to sleep. I'm telling you it's a cat. Are we gonna get Ghost Kitty here? Like, what the hell is this?
Excuse me.
Here's a question. If you are all so creeped out by it, why don't you just throw it out? It's my dad. He refuses to get rid of it. Says the previous owner was this famous author who met his demise because of the statue. Statue was cursed even back then. My dad said the guy died when he hit his head on it.
Are you serious?
That is quite the story. Apparently, his whole fan base is obsessed with the statue. That's why it's considered really valuable, despite the curse. Who's the author, by the way? Well, key time? Minasawa, he was a mystery novelist. And my grandfather. Oh, that's why the name looked familiar. What, your grandfather? And you said hitting his head on the statue. Okay. This was the actual cat that you knew. Well, only if this is truly the exact statue my grandfather owned. So it may not be the same. Gotta go. I might not be too far behind. I am probably gonna call it soon as well. So you don't know if the statue is the same one. My grandfather has been missing ever since he passed away about 70 years now. Shortly after he died, my grandfather pawned it off. She also thought it was creepy. I see. Can you tell from this picture if it's the same one as her grandfather's? It's hard to tell from just a photo. I screwed that up. This was also 7 years ago, I see. But I do remember that the cat was cursed back then. My grandfather was somewhat of a rarities collector himself. Of course, he jumped at the chance of owning a one-of-a-kind unlucky cat. Kitan was famous for his somewhat bizarre tales of mystery. I can definitely imagine him wanting a statue like this. My grandfather was quite taken with it. He bragged about it quite a bit when I was little, but I'm sure he never imagined his life ending because of this unlucky cat. Marvelous. Cat took the life of Minasawa's grandfather 70 years ago, and now it's back, wreaking havoc for another family. I'm not one to believe in the supernatural. All mysteries must be approached rationally, no matter how unusual they present themselves. That's what I firmly believe, because logic is always found at the true core of any mystery.
That being
said, but that's also why my grandfather's unexplained death has struck me for this past 7 years. I presume the police ruled it was accidental, right? If that's the case, it kinda sounds pretty explained. Actually, on the night my grandfather passed away, I also experienced a strange event. One that was not rational explanation and could only be considered a supernatural phenomenon. Really, what happened? Sorry, I'm not sure how to explain it. Let's just focus on finding out this is actually the same cat or not first. Sure, we could do that. Rare for Minasawa to not have the words. This could be the actual statue that took her grandfather's life. I can see why it would be so tough to talk about. I'm getting to the bottom of this case one way or another. If something's causing all the tragedies around this cat, there's a good chance more will occur. I don't want anything awful as what happened to my grandfather to happen to anyone in the Shiamana family. Makes sense to me. After all, you are all about preventing accidents before they take place. Right. And not only that, this case is personal.
Yagami-san.
would you please help me get to the bottom of this? Of course. The MRC's advisors got your back.
Thank you very much.
To start with the investigation, this things first, I'd like to see the statue of the person. Good idea. Do you think your father would mind showing it to us? I bet he'd be over the moon to have one of 10 Ancestral descendants confirm his statue the real deal. Interesting. I'll give him a call now. Said, yeah, he would love to meet you guys. In fact, good to hear. Where should we meet him? I asked to meet us at the cafe near the station. I'll be faster than getting him signed in the school's reputation and everything. Is that okay? That's fine. I wouldn't have felt bad asking him to come all the way here anyway. I'll make my way to the cafe now. Let's meet out front. Okay, so we gotta go to the cafe and see this whole spiel. See you soon, Yagami-san. Okay. Honestly, I have no idea what all we need to do. I'm actually going to use today's stream for kinda just that. So there is nothing more to do at the school.
Oh, we're off then?
I want to see what the town looks like. I bet there's a case or two that we gotta do. But then again, I also don't know if we gotta switch to nighttime. That's also another possibility. Anyway, we'll see.
Yagami-san, would you say that you tail people often?
I mean, it's a big part of the job.
Do you have any tips for avoiding the target's suspicion? I tend to get made fairly quickly when tailing.
What's an average high schooler tailing people for anyway?
I just can't help myself when I pick up a lead.
Kinda dangerous when you don't know your target, don't you think?
But in the end, isn't it worth it if I can prevent an incident?
No, not if it's something that puts your own life at risk.
I somehow hadn't considered that. Oh, we're off then?
She's following us. So I'm guessing we have to go to that cafe, but I wanted to see. There should be something for Jesse and Quest, if I'm not mistaken. I honestly don't see the... Huh. I actually don't see where we gotta go. Well, if you don't know where to go, sometimes if you stand around, the game usually tells you. Or at least that was a thing in previous Yakuzas. I forget if they took that out or not. Well, for one, I wasn't looking for blue. So we actually do have a location. that was covering it. Dude, I want to get rid of, like, the talking things. Because that completely covered the quest. And unfortunately, yeah, every search that you have, they always have the talking thing up, so now I actually need to, like, zoom in. Okay, so I only see that. Because she's with us, I guess... I don't know.
You're going too fast!
Keep up! I guess... I have two options. I could either play out the side quest, or kinda end it here. It's only because we got, or I got stuff I gotta do, so... I'm like 50-50. I guess we'll go see what's up, but... if the story doesn't interest me, I'm gonna call it. I think that sounds fair. If the story is intriguing, we'll keep it going. If I feel like I've heard better, we could move on. What other cases do I have left? Apparently there's a cafe robber. I think that one comes from... we gotta go to the office, I think. Inosawa's family. We're doing that right now. So I kind of did most of these. I don't know how to trigger some of them. Where's that cafe? Oh, it's actually up.
Wait for me, please!
Sorry. You just gotta keep running.
Anyway, I had no idea you had such a famous grandfather.
Are you surprised?
No. If anything, it's obvious that you're his granddaughter.
Well, now I'm feeling the pressure.
As a descendant of Kitan Amasawa, you should become the kind of detective that make him proud.
For that to be possible, I need to take on as many cases as possible to hone my instincts.
But what if you blundered into a case and ended up making a fool of yourself? Would that make Grandpa proud?
The more I hold back, though, the more curious I get. Once I've caught a whiff of a mystery, the Amasawa blood in me starts pumping.
It's quite a burden you wound up inheriting.
Since she is following us, at the very least, I need to keep going until she's no longer following. Usually that means we would be locked out of various different activities. Misawa Senpai, you are Titan. Misawa Sensei's grandchild.
It's a pleasure.
Right? Nice to meet you. I'm Kyoko and Soa. Shiyamada. Ikyo Shiyamada. My sons told me about you. Thank you for being such a good senpai to them. I must say, I'm surprised seeing you for the first time. You definitely have Misawa's blood in you. You are like a Aaron rips straight from one of his novels. I can already tell you are just a nice face. You are smart as a whip too, aren't you? Really? Come on, Dad, cut it out. My apologies. Who's this with
Yagami.
I'm Takayuki Yagami, outside counselor of the Mystery Research Club. I'm primarily a detective in Kamurocho. A genuine detective. This is getting better. Seasoned private eye, rolling this city underbelly of the city with his underkind teen sidekick. Man, I already want to buy the series. This is not supposed to be a manga, dude. I'm really sorry about my dad. Let's head inside. And I see a squirrel. The mystery at hand. May we see the unlucky cat statue? Of course, here. This is it. I bought it to a taping of that TV appraisal show a few days ago. They couldn't determine whether or not it belonged to Kitan Misawa. If it turns out to be the real deal, it's supposed to be worth 2 million yen.
Huh?
What? 2 million yen? I mean, considering its legacy, it's basically a holy grail to his fan base. But still, 2 million.
Misawa.
Do you think you could tell if it's actually your grandfather's Misawa? Feel free to inspect it. In that case, allow me. I feel like you actually need to pick it up and look around.
Huh.
Deep stain. That don't look good.
No way.
Is that from your grandfather? That kind of looks like dried up blood. No, it's from... I splattered ketchup on it when I was little. So that's ketchup? Ketchup? I've been eating a hot dog in his study, and I got ketchup all over the room. Eating may not be accurate, more like Saint swinging it around like a sword? I was really into historical drama at the time. My grandfather and I watched it together. She was using a hot dog as a katana. Please tell me that was the biggest fucking hot dog you've ever seen. Sounds like you were quite a little hellion as a
That being
kid.
said,
But this stain, I don't know if anything else could make it clearer to me that this is my grandfather's statue. Yeah, I knew it. We could get millions for this, seriously. Talk about the score of a lifetime.
Excuse me.
I bet there's gonna be a way to see if it's not. Sorry if this question came across a bit strange, but I must ask. Does this statue ever make noise? Maybe like a meow? Does a statue meow? What makes you
Well.
ask? Thing is, one night my dad died 7 years ago. I heard it. This cat, it meowed at me. Are you serious? Masala, is this the supernatural phenomenon you were referring to
Yes.
before? Yes.
Hey,
Could you give us some more details? I know this must be hard. I understand. We have to do it for the case. This is the first time I've seen a Misawa like this.
Amasawa.
You said your grandfather's death ruled an accident. Was there even a slight chance that it was actually a crime? The police came and checked the scene, but they couldn't find anything suspicious. Besides, it happened in a locked room. Not only was the door to the study inaccessible, but the looks on all the windows were still secure. A locked room, death and her statue. This is sounding more and more like one of Katani Umasawa's books. Was a present lock? They are the most common kind of window lock in homes. For a reason, they get the job done. I doubt the windows were a point of entry for that night. Okay. Since the police didn't see any signs of a break-in or even struggle, they really had no recourse but to rule the death accident. So it's doubtful this was a burglary gone wrong. Afterwards, the unlucky cat creeped out the whole family enough that my grandfather pawned it off. Surprisingly, the family lost track of the statue after that, so I never expected to see it again like this.
Amasawa.
You are saying you definitely heard the meow of a cat on that night your
Yes.
grandfather died. I have no doubt. I believe it was around 1:30 in the morning. I woke up in the middle of the night, get a glass of water, and pass by my dad's study. That was when I heard a meowing sound coming from the room. Did your grandparents have a pet cat, or maybe it was a stray outside the
No.
window? They didn't have any cats, and I definitely would have known if a stray had gotten in. With Grandpa in the yard, no cats could have gotten by him barking up a storm. And I distinctly remember the sound being loud enough to come from the room, not from outside the house.
Seriously?
Well,
What's even creepier is I could remember my father telling me more than once. When that cat cries, misfortune comes
What was
calling.
that?
What? I was given strict orders to never approach the study if I ever heard a cat meowing in there. That's why once I heard that cat, I ran back to my room and hid, terrified. Next day, my grandfather was. That must have been so hard. If I just been brave enough to go in the room instead of running, I could have prevented my grandfather from
Hey.
dying. 7 years ago. You were only 11, right? Don't blame yourself for being scared. Truly artful detective can solve cases before they even occur. I wonder if her grandfather's own incident has anything to do with Imasawa taking that saying so seriously. Okay, I'm intrigued. I gotta see this to the end. Was gonna call it, but I think I want to see this to the end. Thank you for going out of your way to help us today. It's my pleasure. Did you find any clues? Maybe even a lead now? Unfortunately, I'm not sure. Look out. Okay. What the? You okay? I'm so sorry, I guess it wasn't secure all the way.
Can't be.
That was the unlucky
Unbelievable.
cat. No way. Dad, please. What is it gonna take to get rid of the statue? Even I'm starting to get freaked out by this. We should get home. Thanks again for today.
Excuse me.
Actually, sir.
Please and thank
Yes. Would you mind leaving the statue with us for a while? What? Leave it with
Yes.
you? Yes, until we can debunk the curse. Aren't you worried? This curse is starting to look pretty real deal to me. Grandfather once said curses only light their believers. Did he now? Yes, he also said you must never succumb to the marvel of a mystery. You must keep your wits about you. Despite my age, he imparted his philosophy of mystery solving to me before his death, and I told the truths he shared with me in the highest regard. As Katani Umasawa's grandchild, I cannot back down to these strange events and turn away from a genuine mystery. I refuse to believe in this curse. Therefore, I will have no effect on my pursuit of the truth. Still, not only that, this is a mystery that needs solving by Anne Imasawa. Imasawa-san. When I heard that meow 7 years ago, I ran from the truth, and the result was absolutely horrible. I will never make the same mistake again. Dude. Okay, if that's the case, I'll leave it with you. Please find a way to break the curse before something bad
Thank you very
happens
much.
again. Thank you so much.
Excuse me.
By the way, I heard that you bought the statue from a friend who runs a secondhand shop. Which one was that? In Ijincho. Huh. Kusu, got it. I'll speak with him now. Thanks. Sal are really into the case. Yes, I shouldn't be surprised considering I should step up my advertising efforts for her on this one. This kind of feels insane.
I'm coming with you.
She's still following us. Well, if it's the pawn shop, there is one south. Okay, it is the one up north. I was gonna go to that one. Wait, can we cut through... Can we cut through here?
Wait for me, please!
This looks like the street, but there should be a... There's no taxi! What happened to the taxis? We actually don't have taxis. Okay, so... They want you to stay in Engine Show, then. Fair enough.
Excuse me.
Is this a bad time? I'm from the Yagami Detective Agency, Takayuki Yagami. We'd like to ask you a few questions.
Oh,
A
It's a
detective?
pleasure.
I'm his assistant, Yoko Emisawa. You are his assistant at high school. Is there a problem?
Yeah.
No, not particular. What is it you want to ask? We are looking into this Lucky Cat statue, Mikio Shiyama-san. He says he knows you. This is from Shiyama-san. Would you mind if I ask, how did you first come to acquire the statue? This pawnbroker friend of mine closed up shop, so I bought his remaining inventory. He couldn't vouch for the statue's authenticity. We know it's the real thing now, but maybe we ought to fill him in on that. Might make a mess of things. You don't happen to know who the cat to your friend originally... You don't happen to know who sold the cat to your friend originally, do you? Sorry, he told me it'd be passed around a bunch before it ended up in his shop. He didn't know any specifics, probably why he couldn't authenticate the thing. I see. Thanks anyway. One last question. This might sound odd, but when you still had the statue in the shop, did anything strange ever happen here? You mean the curse? No, I don't buy into that stuff. Nothing ever happened here to make me change my mind either. Nothing at all, you sure? Nope, the guy I got the statue from never mentioned any sort of thing, although I suppose he might have just not wanted to sound crazy. I see.
Takumi-san.
Does this mean the so-called curse didn't begin until Shiyamada-kun's father acquired the statue? Sounds like it, anyway. What's smoke?
Takumi-san.
It's on fire.
are you serious?
Is the cat smoking again? Really? Get the fire extinguisher. Okay. Well, that just went 0 to 60. We gotta figure out right away, but we seriously have no idea where it came from. Out of here now. Glad that didn't get any worse.
It can't be.
What do you think started the fire? I have to say the number of instances around this cat is getting ridiculous. I don't think this is coincidence at all anymore. Do you smell something? Gasoline? Gas? That would mean there's a chance the fire earlier was actually
Yes.
arson. What do you say we search the scene real quick before the police get here? Let's check and observe any traces in the area. Keep sharp of anything like gasoline trail or containers. What's this? Something was dripping
If I were
here.
to guess,
I wager it's gasoline based on the color and smell. It goes all the way to the alley. Let's see if we can track it.
Hey.
Plastic bottle. More gasoline
means-
smell. Does this mean the fire at the pawn shop was actually arson? Culprit and why? No idea, but let's fill in the police and the guy at the shop what we found first.
excuse me.
How should we proceed with the investigation from here? Now that we know the fire at the pawn shop was potentially set, what I'd love to do is pin down our little firebug. Why them down exactly? I don't know anything about them, but they are obviously after the statue. Maybe we can just lure them out somehow. A solid enough idea. Where should we start? I should just meandering around town ought to do it. Considering how quickly the pawn shop was hit, I imagine it's taking... I can't imagine it taking long. See enough genuine hard-boiled legwork, a lot riskier than my usual investigations. It's definitely going to be more dangerous than I like. That's why you ought to head back to... I think not. Please allow me to continue the case. This is...
Thank you.
I need to solve this myself, Yagami-san, please. Okay, but you really have to be careful and keep your distance when you are in public, got it? I'm basically a walking tragedy magnet carrying around the thing. I promise I'll be safe. Where should we head first? Probably somewhere that makes it easier to watch our backs while we kill time. Play darts? To play darts, why? Only one person has to take their eye off their surroundings at a time. If someone does come after us, you can always counter with some darts to the face. I have to give you points for overall plan, but darts to the face. To make no mistake, I'm actually quite good at the game. My aim's solid enough to be able to hit a human head.
Nope.
I bet. Think it's best if I handle any incoming threats, and if you just don't say that kind of thing to someone, maybe. Well, after you. We are not out here to play games, but I just love the lane. It looks funny to me. This case has also been a pretty big weight on Amisela. Maybe it'd do her some good to blow off steam. Sure, let's play for a bit. Keep your eyes peeled for any suspicious individuals along the way, especially if they are approaching. I'll be careful. At least this is a small place. We'll definitely see anyone coming for us here.
Yagami-san?
I'm not gonna hold back.
Wait.
Yep. Nice.
I will say, I think I went longer than I thought I would today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fuck. I don't know why I'm hitting that button.
Yep. Nice.
Cheater.
No way. Yeah.
My turn then.
Final rounds.
Yep. Nice. Yep.
Oi. Yeah.
Guess that's game.
You can't win them all.
I don't know how I hit that hat trick at the end.
There we go.
Not bad. Should I have gone easy on you? Don't rub it
Masala.
in. Did you see anyone suspicious yet? I kind of got too into the game. Forgot to look around. Seriously weren't looking. I guess I sort of got into the zone there too, though. Looks like darts didn't make the best cover activity. we should shift gears. Which, what would work better for us? Or should we watch out for potential assailants? How about the batting center?
If I were to guess...
Why there? Would still be able to see anyone approaching us. In fact, this could be even better than darts. One person does all the batting, the other can observe our surroundings without losing concentration on the game. And even better, the bat makes for a more efficient defensive weapon than darts. I see. I'll handle the defense part for us, but let's get over there before something bad can happen to us here.
Speaking of burdens, have you been studying for your exams?
That is something I try not to think about too much. Obsessing over rote memorization would affect my reasoning skills.
Well, I reason that you shouldn't let your club activities get in the way of your studies.
I admit that's also something I try not to think about.
That doesn't sound like the Amasawa I know. Gotta face the facts sometime.
Oh, stop it!
Oh, brother.
Oh, we're off then?
Interesting. Try and avoid this fight. I'll fight if I have to, but I don't want to. Okay, so we're supposed to be going to batting cages? If that's the case, then... I'm pretty sure it's like the furthest... I think it's like northeast. I think we can't even break out the skateboard. This is definitely a more unique quest, so I guess I'm not too surprised. I think I am going to complete this quest line, and I think I will call it for today. Because already I think I went way longer than I originally planned for today. Batting cages. Made it safely. Let's get into it so we don't look suspicious. Acting natural. Show me what you got. You're not gonna bat, Amasawa? Bro, didn't you just say that you are gonna be the one that is gonna be doing the batting? And she's gonna watch. Let's just say I'm a little more inclined than athletically inclined. Fair enough. I mean, I thought that's what we were gonna do anyway. Pretty sure even a bookworm can swing a bat. A bit too hard-boiled of a detective for my taste. Keep an eye out while I swing a few. Can't have anyone sneaking up on us. Right, leave it to me. Just keep an eye.
we go. All right.
Damn it. I actually thought I had that one. Apparently, I'm just trash.
Yeah.
I had a feeling. Ah. I did absolutely terrible. Are you having an off day? I guess so. Usually I get a few more hits than that. It happens to us all, I suppose. The bookworm has to make me feel better here. Sure worked up a sweat in there. Water? Thank you.
Hey.
Any luck on your end? Spot anyone? I seen a few somewhat suspicious people, but no one who seems to be paying us any attention. I see. Why don't we take a short break for now?
Hey.
Sally, can I ask you something? What is it? Is your grandfather the reason you started the Mystery Research Club? Yes, in fact, he's the reason I grew so obsessed with mysteries in general. He's been a very big influence in my life. Do you see yourself becoming a mystery author in the future? Certainly hope so. No more than that. I believe it's something I must do, really.
Yes.
Yes, truth be told, my dream is to complete his unfinished masterpiece. Do you have an unfinished manuscript of his?
Well...
I do. When he passed away, he was in the midst of completing the final entry of his most popular series. He got roughly halfway through the draft, but he didn't write anything about the most crucial part. The dual reveal of the culprit and the
That
method.
being said...
He didn't leave any notes behind that even hint towards what they could be, so no one knows how he meant to finish the book. Sounds like you got some real work on your hands, indeed. I recently realized something that could be a potential answer to the mystery. You really are good. I have to send you a copy someday for that one. Let me know if you figure it out before you get to the end. Excuse me.
Hey.
What's going on? Yagumin-san, please keep an eye contact and pretend we're not chatting.
Well...
Why? There's a man across the street who keeps looking at us. Is there? Now that I think of it, he was at the arcade too.
What?
He followed us
Yes.
here. Seems so. He's wasn't acting suspicious there at first, but later when I took off with the statue and hid from his sight, he was looking around in a panic, like he lost sight of something. So you think he's been after us this whole time? I presume
Excuse
so. How about we take a bit calculated risk? What is it you want to calculate? If I stay here and distract him, would you be willing to slip out and loop back around him? That way you can catch him before he has a
I
chance
see.
to escape. That's a solid plan. I'll get over to him real quick. Gotta find a way out the back door first. Well, if it's laid out like how it was in Kamurocho, it should be this way. You'll definitely see me coming from here. How can I sneak up without getting caught? Is this really a thing?
Oh.
Um. Okay. That's how it should do. Oh, move slowly enough to not call it its attention. Just pretend to be Ryan Acosta.
Hey. Hmm?
Who are you? You're with that girl. And you are the firebug at the pawn shop, right?
Yagami-san!
Keep away. The cat. The lucky cat. Do you want this? You want it because it's evidence, right? Because of what's still on it. You saw it. You saw it. Saw what? Pray tell? Saw what? Pray tell? Is there something on this cat that could put you away for good, perhaps? What? Excellent bluff, Imasawa. You lied him. You led him where you wanted him.
Hey.
And now we can have a final confirmation. What is it? What is on the cat that you get? I'm just botching left, right, and center here. What is it on this cat that could get you in so much trouble? You tried to burn down a pawn shop over this thing. What's on the cat that you need gone so badly? Who knows?
Hey.
Answer us. What do you know about Kitan Imasawa's death? I said stay back. Yagami? Hand it over. What? How dare you? Thank you.
Masawa.
I thought you said you weren't suited for the hard-boiled work. I suppose I was a bit rambunctious when I was little, still have what it takes to raise a bit of hell when needed. Fuckers, I'm just gonna kill you both and take the thing. I'm still wondering what's going on here. It's my job from here on. Stay back. Great, now we don't look like Ryan Acosta. So is that the end of this, or...?
Hey. Nah.
Great. He's out cold. Let's tie him up. Just in case. That ought to do it. It's got all gross. Considering how this man's reacted to the
If
cat,
I were to guess,
I believe there's at least one secret to it that we don't know. One that either your family or the police knew about at the time either. And if that's the case, it's not gonna be easy to discover. But I can't say that there's absolutely nothing to it. After all, it was one of my grandfather's most cherished rare possessions. Why don't we give it another thorough look over? Good idea.
Suspicious. Ah.
There's a slight gap around the neckline. Really? A gap? I thought it was all one big mold piece. Right there. It's more apparent now that it has mud in it. Must have been from when it got dropped earlier. Why could it be there?
Hey.
The eyeball jiggles a little. I can push it in a bit too. You're right, interesting. The eyes are actually separate parts. But why make something so elaborate? Not sure. A jiggly eye and a gap around the neck. I wonder if they are having function. You know, if the eyes and neck are, could it be an eye for the truth will eventually find the way. Hold on to that keen eye and take a good look around. What? I just remember my grandfather saying this once while holding the cat. He said it with pride, but it always stuck out as somewhat odd to me.
If I were to guess,
maybe he was giving me a hint all the way back then. A hint to how the cat works. Sometimes they give me clues to see if I could pick up on the mystery as a sort of game.
See.
What do you think he meant by that? Perhaps we are supposed to hold onto the eye and make the head go around. We should hold the loose eye in place and spin the head. I see. You hold on to the keen eye and make the head Take a good look
Yes.
around. Right. Leave it to the worksmith. Would say we give it a try. It turns. The arm. Yagu-san, look. It just
Can't be.
hit me out. It's a trick statue. I bet this is what your grandfather was hinting at. Of course. No one in my family had any idea it could do that. It appears it has a secret compartment. Looks empty. A sponge. Fingerprint and a dark stain all dried up. Is it... No mistaking it this time. That's blood. I'm so screwed.
No way.
Then let me take a guess. That fingerprint's yours. This blood. It belongs to Kitani Umasawa, doesn't it? Dude, what the hell?
Hey!
Answer me. What do you know about this? Kitana Yamasawa is my grandfather. Did you have something to do with his death? Grandfather, I see. You are the man's granddaughter. To think his granddaughter would be the one who caught me 7 whole years later. Please answer me. Guess there's no getting around with this now. I'm just so tired. Fine, I'll tell you. Where the hell is this going? Right, let's hear the truth about what happened to Kitani Umasawa and the rest of her family can get some closure.
If I have this right,
You wanted to get the statue back so you could clean out the compartment. Sorry, I'm just kind of doing something. My bad. You wanted to get the statue back so you could clean out the compartment. That's right. I didn't know for sure there was a fingerprint in it, though. You mean you did all this just to be cautious? I was wearing gloves that night, so I wasn't thinking about fingerprints, but once I got away from the scene, I saw I had a... I saw a tear in my glove, and my fingerprints were covered in blood.
in other words,
So you worried that you left some trace at the scene. Later I read that the police ruled his death an accident, so I knew they didn't find any fingerprints, didn't find any prints. That secret compartment that could have been a game changer, there was a solid chance I left a trace of being in there. All it'd take was one person to figure out the statue's secret and I'd be screwed. Interesting. That's why I tried so hard to get the cat, but it fell off the map pretty quickly. For 7 whole years, that damn cat's been one thing on my mind, and all of a sudden, about a month ago, I saw the fucking thing on TV, the cat I see in my nightmares all the time. We did hear about it getting appraised on TV at some point. Sorry, my bad. I was shitting myself watching that fancy pants appraiser looking over it with his little magnifying glass thing. If he popped that compartment open on TV, you saw the current owner of the statue on the appraisal show, and that's when you try to get it back from him. Right. Okay. It happened 7 years ago, like you know. I was up past my eyeballs in debt. I needed a lot of money, and I needed it by my sunrise. That's when I spotted the biggest mansion in the whole neighborhood. I'd heard some kooky famous author lived there.
It can't be.
Was stuck into the house that night. The place was huge and all the lights were off. Figured I wasn't getting
That
caught.
being said,
But Grandpa was in the yard, our dog. I'm sure he would have barked at you. He was too busy chowing down on the rice bowl I tossed him. Grandpa, sometimes you are too sweet.
Hey.
What did you do next? I went looking for his study as fast as I could. I assumed all the real goods would be either stashed away or on display in there. It was late enough that I figured everyone would be asleep. But when I found the study and peeked inside, I saw the old man just barely lit up with a candle. Fiddled around with the cat's head, opened up the compartment, took something out. What was it? I couldn't believe what was inside the cat. The old man had a bar of gold. Bar of gold. The way he was grinning at it, I knew it was real. Had to be worth millions. I jumped at him without even thinking. Tussled for a bit, so I grabbed the cat and I whacked him in the head with it. You. How could you? And then you took the gold bar and ran off. Yeah, I thought I was gonna be made for life. Damn it. In the end, the goddamn loan shark just swiped it from me and pretended it never happened. How'd you get out? The study was locked from when the police arrived. That. I panicked after accidentally offering the guy this went from a simple robbery to a potential homicide fast. I made myself focus and I came up with the idea I'd use the cat's arm gimmick to make the whole thing look like an accident. What do you mean? You'll see. Should happen any time now.
Huh?
What? It closed. Real smart, that old man. It's built so it closes back up automatically. The arm swing back up and with surprising force. That's what I used.
Huh.
You rigged it to the window, didn't you? Sounds like the apple didn't fall from
Amasawa.
the tree. Didn't fall far from the tree. Mind explaining?
If I were to guess,
What I imagine happened was he stacked up some books by the window and put the statue on top with the arm lowered, mind you. I also assumed he arranged the books rather unstably so it could collapse. By placing the cat in the right spot, his paw would shoot upwards and engage the window lock, efficiently sealing the room. He must have slipped out the window after quickly arranging the scene and waited, hoping to see the gimmick play out as he planned before. He could be caught. When the time arrived, the paw shot up, whacking the window lock closed with enough force to knock over both the cat and the stack of books. This was the window right in front of the spot where my grandfather lay. The scene must have ended up looking like my grandfather's has fallen and hit his head on the statue.
I see.
I get it now.
which means
The old bar must have been my grandfather's secret savings. It explains why he never told any of us about how the cat worked. And explains why he tried to scare me away from the room if I ever heard it meow. Can't blame your family for never finding out. I doubt anyone would have checked for a secret treasure before getting rid of what they thought was a regular creepy statue. The curse of the lucky cat statue, all due to a secret my grandfather took to the grave. I knew the truth. Just like a mystery writer would hope, I would have been really screwed if you were this smart as a kid. Truth of the tragedy. Hold on, does that mean you are the one who caused all the trouble for the Shioma family? Probably, yeah. First, I tried sneaking into their place to get it back, but the guy just woke up on me. When I told him to give me back the cat, he thought I was a ghost and straight up passed out. he did say that he started suffering a mysterious likeness after that. A high fever, to be specific. Fever? That's no mystery. I had a cold that night. He must have gotten it to him. I suppose that explains that part. But you not just responsible for getting the guy sick, you tried to burn their shop down too, didn't you?
If I were to guess...
Well, since the intimidation failed, you thought you could resort to torching the evidence. Civilians be damned. Are you the one who tried to run over Yamada-san too? And the one who caused the accident outside the cafe the other day? You are really good, kid. I figured if the owner died, that his family would get get as creeped out as the last one and get rid of the thing, you know?
Nah.
What a scumbag. What about Shiyamane-kun's grades dropping? What about that? What about what? Guess he doesn't have anything to do with that one. Fear makes mountains a molehills because they were so convinced misfortune would befall them. Even the most harmless things would see it as part of the curse. I think we're good. We need to call the stream here. I can't believe the statue has a secret compartment the whole time, let alone a gold bar at one point. At least I can finally chalk a non-supernatural cause up to meowing I heard that night. Good point. If you think about it, the curse attached to the statue was just another layer of security for my grandfather. Not only does it have a secret compartment with a gimmick to open it, but it even has an enormous story surrounding it, designed to drive people away. Perhaps it amused my grandfather enough to make this one of his treasured possessions. You can see that. At any rate, I'm glad you were able to get to the bottom of what really happened with your grandfather. I agree, truly, I can't tell you the weight that's been lifted off my shoulders. It's all thanks to you, Yakuza-san. I don't know, you were really sharp on this case too.
Yeah.
What? Really? You are the one who figured out the trick to opening the cat. Not only that, you solved the locked room murder right after learning who did it. That's true, but still. You know what, Imasawa? I sort of feel like your grandfather was hoping you would solve the statue's mystery all along. Think about it. Why else would he ask you a riddle about a statue while holding it if he wanted to keep it a secret to everyone? Even with what is in it? I had solved the mystery, I would find out what's inside. Maybe it was meant to be a gift for future you. Like a prize awarded to fully grown detective killing himself. I see. When I don't fall victim to lies and push past fear, I can find a glimpse of the truth. That definitely sounds like my grandfather. The gold might be gone, but you still grew to become a fine detective and solve a genuine case just like your grandfather predicted. I'm sure he'd be proud of me. wherever he is. I sure hope so. Dude, this case. Are you? That was awesome. That was awesome. And we're right back here. I mean, honestly, looking at what we have, I don't know why we can't trigger the... Well, actually, you know what? MSL is not following us anymore. And I wanted to see if there was something else that we had to do, like, outside in an engine show. Let me check something real fast, and... I also need to see what's going on at nighttime. I think... I'm not gonna lie, I think I want to switch it to nighttime. And I think what I want to do is maybe do main story enough just so that way nighttime comes. I think that's what I want to do. Because I don't have the... Actually, I'm walking away from the high school. I have an idea. This is what we'll do. I'm gonna save it at the... I'm gonna save it at main story, but I'm gonna head back to the school and see if there's anything that progressed. And... God damn it, get the hell out of my goddamn mind. Because I think I want to switch it to nighttime and just see what happens. Because we do have plenty of side quests, but there's not a whole lot to really go off of, so... I'm not going to go in, but we are going to save it right here. I'm going to head back to the school. If I could spawn in the school, that would be awesome. Let's head to the school. If I don't see any other quests here, which... Yeah, they say we don't have anything. That's the only one that I think we have left is the, thing. So, yeah, I kind of felt like this was going to happen, so... We already saved it at the, So I want to turn it into nighttime, is what I want to do. So... But yeah, I think I am going to go ahead and call it right here. I think I might... Haven't did it in a while, but I think I might play some music as we play ourselves out here. And yeah, I'm trying to think what all I need to remind myself to let you guys know about. Let's see. There is going to be a second channel video coming around Halloween on Halloween Day, and then also, what is it? I'm trying to think. There is a video coming out on Halloween Day, and there is also going to be a video coming out on, what is it, the 29th. So keep an eye out for that stuff if you guys are interested. And there is going to be, I do have two news videos that I have lined up. Those are going to be top priority right now. I didn't meet my quota this month with the second channel, so I want to try and do a couple more videos just to meet the quota, but I might just take an L on the quota this month. Who knows? And yeah, I think that's about it. So I can't think of anything else I need to let you guys know about, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and call it there. And I haven't done this in a while, but we'll play some music here. Hold on, I should probably check and see if it's any good. I'm happy with it. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me. So I'm out of here. Born to lose, live to win. I love you guys. And I'll see you guys hopefully on Saturday. But honestly, if anything comes up with the second channel, or something happens, there is a chance that this weekend might be, could get derailed. Anyway, I'll try my best to keep you guys posted. I meant to say, hey, I'm going live today, but stuff came up and I just couldn't, but it is what it is. But yeah, I think I'm out of here, so I'll see you guys on Saturday. I guess we'll do main story until we get nighttime and see what side quests we have active at night and just kind of go from there. So yeah, I'll see you guys around. Anyway, see you guys on Saturday. Later.